Today we'll speak about one of the most important bands of Israel, of the region here, and I'm speaking about Melech Esh. Melech Esh, they play a style of Sumerian or Mesopotamian occult black thrash metal or Oriental black thrash metal, something very close to another also Israeli band, Aralu. They play something very common, the two bands. And we can also find many common things with the band Apsu from United States. Also, we have to say that Proscriptor, the drummer and the mastermind of Apsu, he was the drummer of Melech Es for 2 albums, in the album The Jinn and also in the album Sphinx. Melech Es, they started, their base was in Jerusalem in the beginning, today is in Holland, in the Netherlands. And the mastermind of the band, the guitarist and the singer is Ashmedi. Ashmedi, his real name is Murat George Kenan. He's from an Armenian family with Turkish origins. His family is from Jerusalem, and I have also I know him personally, and I'm glad for this. So Ashmedi made the band in 1993 as a solo project. Afterwards, in 1995, they started as a band from Jerusalem. And today we can say that this is one of the most important bands that came from this region. Now, until today, they have 3 EPs and 6 studio albums, and I will try to make here worst to best, let's say, of the studio albums of them, the 6 studio albums of Melech Es. But I have to say that every album is phenomenal. I like and I love every album, but I will try to make this list to rank the albums from the least beloved to the more. Okay, now I will start, and I also have to say that about the 3 EPs. Their names was The Siege of Lachish of 1996, The Ziggurat Scrolls of 2004, and Mystics of the Pillar 2 of 2012. And now let's start to speak about their albums. So in the 6th place, I will put their second album, The Jinn, the name of the album, of 2001. A great also album of black thrash Mesopotamian metal. Also Proscriptor was the drummer in this album. Proscriptor of Apsu. Now in the 5th place for me comes the album Emissaries. This was the 4th album of them, of 2006, and in North America of 2007. This album also was it was the most famous album, let's say, in many places. But for me, it comes in this place. In the 4th place, their 5th album of 2010, The Epigenesis, a great also black thrash album. In the 3rd place, their last album, the 6th album of 2015, Enki. Great album. I didn't know exactly if I will put in this place the Epigenesis or the album Enki, and I decided to put Enki. That I prefer it a little bit more than the Epigenesis. And now in the 2nd place, their first debut album of 1996, As Jerusalem Burns, Al Intisar, a great album, a great debut album. And here we can find some things that even are more close to the classical black metal style. Also, they have also the thrash influences here, of course. a great debut album. It was in this period that I don't know why, but the Israeli police made some problems to the band for so-called dark cult activities, stupid things. Okay, at last, okay, today they don't have problems with the law. Crazy things to go against the black metal bands for no reason. And now, in the first place for me comes their third album. It was the album that I met them with, this album of 2003, and the North America they came out in 2004, speaking about Sphinx. And for me, this is the masterpiece of Melech S in any case. This is so good as black thrash metal with Oriental Mesopotamian influences. So from Jerusalem and from Israel, stay metal and stay heavy.